Hey guys, this is DeSHANTA B, and I'm here today to share with you another easy, beginner-friendly chicken, spinach, cheese, and rotini pasta bake. All of this will be cooked in a crock pot. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to show you the ingredients now so that we can get right into this recipe. I will be showing you step by step how to make this recipe at home. Okay, let's go. For this recipe, I will be using some chicken breast tenderloins. Guys, tenderloins are just chicken breasts that are pre-cut. You can use chicken breasts, you can use skinless, boneless chicken thighs, any meat that you can chop up. Turkey, ground chicken, ground beef. You can also use sausage, any meat of your choice. I have a 12-ounce bag of chopped spinach. If you want to use fresh spinach, that's fine. You just would have to clean it and chop it up. I also have a 10-ounce bag of Pig Sweet Farm seasoning blend. This is just onions and peppers that are already chopped. Please feel free to use fresh veggies if you have them. But for this recipe, I will be using the Pig Sweet seasoning blend. I have a box of rotini pasta. You can use whatever pasta that you have on hand, guys. This recipe is really just a dump in the crock pot recipe, and use what you have in your home. I will be using some butter. I have two 8-ounce packages of the chive and onion cream cheese spread. I will be using mozzarella cheese. This is the whole brick of mozzarella cheese. If you want, guys, you can use shredded, or you can use whatever cheese of your choice. Triple cheddar cheese, sharp cheddar cube chunks of cheese, Velveeta shreds cheddar cheese. Guys, use whatever cheese you have on hand. I'm just really trying to clean out the refrigerator with all the cheeses that I have in the bottom. So use what's conducive for you. Milk. You will probably need 1 to 2 cups or more of milk for this recipe. White vinegar, black pepper, onion and garlic powders, minced garlic, a can of Rotel mild diced tomatoes and green chilies. This is optional, guys. If you don't want to use this particular brand with the green chilies, use what you like to use in your recipe. This is your pasta bake, guys. Make it based on your taste buds. I have some chicken seasoning. You can substitute this with poultry seasoning or your favorite seasoning that you put on your chicken. Italian seasoning. Weber's Kickin' Chicken. If you don't have this, guys, you can use any type of spicy seasoning, cayenne or Creole seasonings that you may have in your pantry. And one of my favorites, my sweet paprika. You can also use regular paprika if you have that on hand. You will also need a strainer, a large bowl, some paper towels, your crock pot, and a piece of foil. Okay, guys, let's get into cooking. You will also need some olive oil or canola oil. And also too, guys, if you don't have butter, that's what we're going to be using to butter the crock pot with. You can use a butter spray, canola spray, vegetable oil spray, even a coconut oil spray. Okay, moving on. Guys, I forgot to tell you that you will also need a skillet for this recipe. So what I'm going to do now, guys, I have placed all of my chicken breast tenderloins onto a clean cutting board. What I'm going to attempt to do is to remove this piece here. I don't know if it's called a membrane or cartilage. I just want to remove it because this is not good to chew on, and anything else that can be removed from the chicken breast. Once I remove this piece, I am then going to cut the chicken breast tenderloins into the pieces that I want for this recipe. Okay, let's go. So I'm going to make a little small slit alongside of this cartilage, and then I'm going to use my knife to go along this membrane or whatever it is, and hopefully it will come out easily. Okay, let's go. This one is kind of tough, guys. Okay, let me just make another incision. It's hard to hold when you have on these gloves. This is real cooking, guys. These are about the size pieces that I'm going to continue to cut through these tenderloins. I just wanted you to see, guys, that you can remove that membrane from the chicken breast. Okay. Okay, guys, I finished trimming off that membrane stuff. This is all of the chicken that I got from those 2 small packages. So guys, once you get the hang of it, this actually comes out very easily, and it could be sometimes more than one, but this is what I removed from the chicken breast tenderloins. So guys, it is worth the little bit of added work, because who wants to chew on this? Not me. Okay, moving on. Okay, guys, I have transferred the chicken breast to a bowl, placed it in my sink, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cover the chicken with some cool or cold water. Then I'm going to add the white vinegar. I probably will let it soak for about 15 to 20 minutes. Then I'm going to come back, rinse it off with cool or cold water in a strainer. Pat it dry with paper towels, then place it into a clean bowl. Guys, if you want to skip this step, that's fine. But when you've been on a farm where your grandfather raised animals for the slaughterhouse, and you've seen all the changes that the meat goes through, all the hands and machines that touch the meat, trust me, either you won't eat meat again, or you'll take the extra step to clean your meat. Okay, moving on. Guys, one last note, please make sure to sanitize your cutting boards, your utensils, your sink, anywhere that you had any type may have had contact with your raw meat. It's for food poisoning purposes and cross-contamination. It doesn't take that long to take that extra step to be safe, guys, okay? Moving on. Guys, your chicken will not taste like vinegar. So now we're going to move back over to the stove and continue on with this recipe. Moving on. Okay guys, now that we're waiting for the chicken to soak in the vinegar and water, what I've done is I've gone ahead and opened up my frozen, well, which is now thawed out, chopped spinach. I have a strainer, and I'm going to put the spinach into the strainer. And what you want to do is you want to press out as much of the water that's still in the spinach. So that's what I'm going to do now, guys. I'm going to press out as much water. Some people use their hands. I'm going to do it this way. And then you just want to get as much of the fluid or liquid out of the thawed out spinach. If you're using fresh spinach, all you have to do is just rinse it and, you know, chop it up and make sure that there's not a lot of water in that. Okay, moving on. Once I have removed as much water as I possibly can, I am then going to place this spinach into a clean bowl and set it aside. Okay guys, I've started heating up my skillet on medium heat, and I'm just going to add some olive oil. If you don't have olive oil, use what you have. You can use vegetable oil, peanut oil. It's not that serious, guys. Just add and use what you have. So while this is heating up even more, guys, I have taken some butter and buttered the inside of my crock pot. So guys, just in case you aren't aware, the heating coil to your crock pot is in the center. That's where things tend to burn first and easily. So because we're using cheese, and this really is not going to take that long in the crock pot, I just wanted to be a little bit on the safe side, and I just took some butter and went around the sides and the bottom of the crock pot. Okay, so now I'm just going to add the chicken, the vegetables, which are the green peppers and the onions, the diced tomatoes, the pasta, the spinach, and some of the you'll see, guys, it's all basically just cooked in one pot right now. Then we're going to transfer it to the crock pot, and then we will be done. Okay. Guys, in case my camera cuts off, which it has been doing, I will just continue on to the next steps and just type in what I have done if the camera decides to cut off. But hopefully it won't. So moving on. So we're just going to let this chicken begin to cook. And then I will start to add all of the other ingredients. Guys, this is a beginner-friendly, no-fail recipe. You can even teach your children how to make this, guys. Okay. Let's do it. Guys, when you clean chicken breasts, it retains a lot of water. So the camera is foggy because the water is steaming up. Don't panic. Continue cooking. The water will cook off. Okay, guys, believe it or not, it's only been about 2 to 3 minutes and this chicken is basically cooked. So now I'm just going to dump everything in as quick as possible. I just added the mixed veggies, where once again it's just onions and peppers. I'm adding the diced tomatoes with the green chilies. And I'm going to add the spinach. Some of the minced garlic, and I'm going to add half a box of the rotini pasta. That's almost the whole box, but I'll just put it all in. Now I'm going to add the garlic powder, the onion powder, the chicken seasoning. Remember, guys, if you don't have chicken seasoning, please use your favorite seasoning for this recipe. The kickin' chicken, the sweet paprika, and the Italian seasoning, and maybe 1 to 2 teaspoons of the olive oil. And I'm just going to mix all of this together. Just continue until all of the ingredients are well blended together. You're also getting a head start on the rotini starting to cook, guys. I'm just going to add a little bit more of the chicken seasoning. And I forgot the black pepper. So at this point, guys, I'm going to turn the heat off. And using this same skillet, I'm going to begin to add some of the cheeses. I'm going to add the chive and onion cream cheese spread. Some of the triple cheddar cheese. Now I'm just going to carefully mix this all together. So you have the heat, the carryover heat from when you started sauteing the chicken and vegetables, which is also helping the pasta start to cook. And the pasta will be fully cooked once it does what it's going to do in the crock pot. So you just want to make sure this is all mixed well. Oh, this smells so good, guys. Guys, you can put this recipe in the oven, but if you have one of those days where you have a lot to do or you just don't feel like monitoring the stove, just pop this in the crock pot. Then 2 to 3 hours. It's done. You're basically just waiting for the macaroni and the rest of the cheese to melt. Okay guys, I think that's pretty good. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to transfer this to the crock pot. Okay guys, like I showed you earlier, I have buttered the bottom and sides of this crock pot. What I'm going to do now is put the pasta bake into the crock pot. I'm going to do layers because I'm really trying to get rid of all of this cheese that I have, guys. So I'm going to put a layer, some of the cheese that I have, then another layer, and so on and so on. Almost like a lasagna. Let's go. Also, guys, I tasted my pasta bake and adjusted the seasonings to my palate. Don't be afraid to taste your food where it's safe, unless it's like raw eggs or raw meat. Okay, moving on. Guys, you can use whatever combination of cheese that you like. Definitely going to be a cheesy pasta bake. I'm just going to sprinkle it with some of the Italian seasoning again. There's nothing but flavor throughout this entire pasta bake. Some of the sweet paprika. And now I'm just going to add the milk. The milk is to help the cheese melt and also to keep the cheese from sticking as much as possible to the crock pot. Let me bring you up a little bit. This is what it looks like, guys. It's totally completed with the preparation. I'm going to put a piece of foil over the crock pot as well as the top. I'm going to set this for 2 hours, maybe 3 hours on low. I would say about an hour, and check it if you're going to use high. Okay, moving on. Guys, if you have any of the butter spray, which I do, I'm going to spray the top of this foil so that the cheese doesn't oil. Any oil, just spritz it. And that should keep the cheese from sticking to the foil. Put this on. Put on the top. Set your crock pot. And there you have it. Okay guys, it's been about 2.5 hours. I came and I went and checked the pasta bake about 15 minutes ago, and I took the foil off. So I'm just gonna let it cook on warm for about another 20 minutes and everything should be done. So let me just let you get a look at what's going on now. Okay guys, I'm back. I think that's a little better. But this is the pasta bake after 2.5 hours. Like I said, I took the foil off about 15 minutes ago. And what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to let it cool down for about 10 to 15 minutes. Then I'm going to come back and try to do a taste test for you guys. And then this recipe will be done. Okay guys, I'm going to try to scoop some out and place it on my little plate right here. Remember guys, this is not a lasagna. It doesn't have to sit up like a lasagna. This is just pasta with spinach and chicken and seasonings and all different types of cheeses. So if it looks sloppy, that means it's good. Okay, let's see what I can do. Wait, let me bring you in a little bit closer. Okay, move you over. Okay. Wow. Smells like a pizzeria in here. Oh, wee. Look at that, guys. Before it falls. The chicken, the cheeses, the spinach, the tomatoes, and all of the seasonings. Woo! Look at that. Look at that. Look at that, guys. Look at that. Look at that. Look at. Oh, my. Okay. Ooh, come on now. Look at that, guys. All of the cheeses and the chicken and the diced tomatoes and the pasta. Let me move you back just a little bit so you don't eat my camera screen. Look at that. The pasta, the chicken, the spinach, the diced tomatoes. Look at the cheese, and you should smell it. Guys, you cannot go wrong with this recipe. Look at the seasoning, guys. Look. Come on now. You have to give this recipe a try. So you know what I'm about to say. You know what time it is. Pull out your crock pots, get all of your ingredients, and give this recipe a try. And stop playing. And until next time, bye guys. Ooh, baby. Ooh. Okay, look at here. Look at it. Look at that. Look at all of that cheese. Ooh-wee. Okay. Let's go right here. Let's go right here. Let's try right here. Let's try. Ooh. Hold on. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Here we go. Yup. 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 Ooh, you can taste everything. You can taste the chicken seasoning, the spinach. Yep. The cheeses. You can even taste the garlic. Yes. Yep. Yep. Okay, guys. You're missing out. You don't try this recipe. If you meal prep, this also freezes well. And this one pot would definitely feed 8 to 10 people. You can serve this with a salad or even some more, another meat entree or whatever. I don't know. Just try the recipe, okay? Good Lord. All that cheese. Got to be more careful. And you know about pasta, guys. It tastes even better the next day. Okay, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.